Anton, a 14-year-old Sachsen-Anhaltiner gelding by Anteos out of Shirley, owned by Robin Eames and ridden by Belinda Trussel from Stouffville, Ontario, Canada.
Good morning, this is Charlotte Bridal at Global Dressage in Wellington. And this looked like a very nice halt. Very balanced. And now we're going into the extension. We want to see the horse cover a lot of ground, pushing from behind and lengthening the frame, and then a nice clear transition at the end. The first half pass to the right looks like very nice bend and very regular and quite fluid. Change a bend to the left. This way it looks like the hunches are trailing a bit, but otherwise fairly fluid. And to halt and rein back. Fairly square halt, fairly fluid rein back. Could have halted a little bit longer before the rein back. A nice push from behind. Could lengthen the frame a bit more, and fairly good transition into passage. And here we're looking for regularity first of all. Which looks good, and fairly good height, and very nice transition into the piaffe. Piaffe looks good, creeping forward a little bit, but very nice transition out. The rhythm never changed there between passage, piaffe, and passage. And here we like to see a more overstep and reach. Horse needs to lengthen the frame quite a bit more, and we're looking for overstep. And now clear transition to collected walk. And here first of all we're looking for clear rhythm, and it's not quite clear there. Also looking for pole to be the highest point and the steps to be shorter and a bit higher. And then clear transition into passage. That looked good from here. And again, nice transition into piaffe. Sitting good but creeping a little bit forward. Good transition out. Sometimes the passage is not 100% even behind. Nice transition to canter. And the frame is quite good. pull the highest point. And we got into the 2s. Now I'm sitting right behind her, so I could see they were swinging a bit, but otherwise they looked clean, and she had the right amount, 9. And here she was going for an extension, but the horse took over a little bit, so she had to bring him back a little early. And she did a good change in the corner. And then here we have the zigzag, where we're looking for even bend in both directions and even amount of sideways and clean changes in between, and then trying to keep it centered over the center line. Very difficult movement. Looked quite good from here. What I would say is well organized. Again, look like good changes, clean changes, could cover more ground, and I think they also could be a little bit straighter. But very obedient. And I think a fairly good pirouette. He could sit a little more, but quite centered. Nice change over X. And nice coming into the pirouette, nice sitting there. And I think this one was a little bit better. He sat a bit more. Quite good. And the transition to trot. Looked like he lost just a little bit of impulsion, but obedient. And a fairly good ground cover here. Be a little bit more relaxed in the top line. Clear transition into passage. Fairly good height. And again, a very nice transition into the piaffe. And a solid piaffe and very nice transition out. And good transition
Belinda
into the
Trussel
halt.
from
Looked like a good
Canada
halt
with
too.
Anton. First of 29 rides
Very
in
nice
this
test.
United States PRE Associated Grand Prix. Brought to you in this
And I think very
GDF3
tactful.
CDIW, part of the 2014 Anton Global Dressage Festival.
And Belinda is representing Canada.